Grand Rising, wonderful souls, and welcome to Bronwen's Cove Tarot. This is a timeless collective reading on what is coming forward. Please remember it's a collective reading and not a personal one, so if there are bits in it that don't resonate with you, that's okay. There are many other messages and other readings that I have. But let's get to this. If you are a new face, welcome, it's nice to see you. If you are an old face, welcome back, soul family. Get yourself comfortable, you know how my reads go. I've got some channeled messages. I've got quite a few actually. I don't know if I'm going to split this into like 2 or 3, but something that came up was the statute of limitations on property law or will of testament, and something about slowing down the proceedings, or slowing proceedings down so the rightful claim is invalid. It came up in like conversation on a podcast. I don't know why my ears just pricked up. I was like, what? I need to note this down. So someone here has been purposely slowing down the process of something because they know that if it gets past a certain date, then someone else's claim to their rightful claim to whatever this is with property law or will of testament, something along the lines of money and estate, they think that then they will be able to keep it either ways, even though they're the ones that are hiding it. I also got be open to receiving downloads, your dreams both esoterically and emotionally. Rest and trust that you are right where you need to be. This one. I'm going to leave that for now because I've got quite a few on here. But I want to do, I might talk about this bit here later on, but I want to look at this property law and will of testament and slowing down this process to a claim that is rightfully someone else's. Okay, and being open to receiving downloads. There's also this need to change a perception of some sort for someone here, because I've been seeing this quite a lot, and I feel that this is probably for myself as well, my own development. But the message coming through that if whatever it is that you're manifesting, or whatever it is that you're hearing in through tarot, it could be through signs and synchronicities. If the universe is telling you this thing is coming, be that love, business, money, stability, whatever it may be, and you've been hearing it for a while, and you may have, and there's someone here who has actually put up a wall to it, like, whatever, we'll see. Yeah, one day. By doing that, you're telling the universe, that abundance will always be a day away from me. There's something here about changing that, even if you don't believe it, and going, I receive, I receive, I receive. I feel something to do with someone's house. And do you know what? I felt Taurus, and I should have said it. There's something to do with Taurus. Okay, so your second house is really important. Or there is somebody who has a lot of earth energy, especially Tauran energy in their chart, that is blocking or slowing down some sort of process. Or you are a Tauran and this abundance is being blocked or slowed down for you by this person. And you've got here, your dreams need a practical plan. Listen, we were just talking about manifesting, and do you know what I've been getting a lot as well is listening to podcasts where people who aren't spiritually inclined that way, or are more kind of logically led and not really into the esoteric, misinterpreting or not understanding how to manifest or what manifestation is, and that's why they think it's hoo-ha, or think it's rubbish, or think it's, away with the fairies kind of energy, because there seems to be like this mass misunderstanding that to manifest, all you've got to do is make a vision board, close your eyes and go, right, I want this, and this, and then that's it. Yes, you're sending that out to the universe, but you still have to put actionable steps in. If you want to be a CEO of your own company, it's not just going to be given to you. You can manifest that, but you literally have to be part of it. You have to be part of building it from the foundations all the way up. And I don't know why that's important. Something's important here when it comes to manifest. Your dreams need a practical plan. So you've done all the manifesting. You've done all of the kind of visions and stuff like that. Now there's something that you need to do. There's something actionable that you may need to do, or it's about to come to you, and you're going to have a decision that you have to make when it comes to some sort of financial matter, when it comes to something that you actually want, and it's going to link into whatever's going on with this property law. I heard don't sit on your laurels. I say don't sit on your laurels, and what comes out? The garden and the gate. The garden and the gate is about what you waiting for. The door is open. You literally just need to push through it and walk through. There's someone's holding back. What are you holding back from? It's like having all these great ideas and going, I can do this and this and this. You can plan and plan and plan. But if you're not taking those actionable steps, it's never going to come to be. I think it's because we want manifestation just to be, I manifest that I win the lottery, and then a week later you buy a ticket and you win the lottery. There's minimal effort that needs to be done. Someone here is doing this, or somebody is expecting that to happen. And that's not everyone, but someone is. Or whoever it is that is slowing down this process thought that that's how it worked. All tied up. Look. And then underneath here, you've got Sekhmet. There's something about needing to dive into the parts of us that we don't like. There's a lot of alchemy that needs to be done. I just realised Sekhmet has her boobies out. Excuse me, madam. I'm just going to cover her over there. Give her a little top. Naughty, naughty lioness. Serving of others. The detail of do what you must do and then all tied up. Someone at the moment may be making excuses as to why they're not doing their own healing or why they're not putting actionable steps in. Queen of procrastination is what I'm hearing. Queen of procrastination. 9 of Ariel. Your dreams are fulfilled. Hard work leads to great success. A love a love for the beautiful things in life. Exactly. To fulfill your dreams, you have to be part of it. You have to be actively part of it. That one wants to come out. Should I put this out? Yeah. What's this all tied up? Who's trying to block you? Who's trying to block you? Who's this person slowing you down? Who's this Taurus slowing this down? What's this property law about? Tell me about this property law. Hello. Wow, the world and adjacent possibilities is upside down. I feel like someone here has extended or expended, every avenue that they can to stop something being bequeathed or given. I love that word, bequeathed. Being bequeathed to someone that it rightfully belongs to. Have faith in your dreams. It's all your manifestation techniques are really, really important. It is actionable steps. You do need to put those actionable steps in. But the way that you envision things are really important. And I heard the worst case scenario. Someone here thinks of the worst case scenario, and so it is. And so it is. That's a spell. And so it is. Someone wants you to have no faith in your dreams. They don't want you manifesting. You have. Why am I getting a family member? There's someone here that is with Taurus coming out. This is somebody in their shadows, the shadow sides. They're very greedy. They love opulence, but they don't like to share it. And somebody has something that isn't theirs. Now, why am I getting like this person is projecting something about themselves onto you, onto the person that rightfully is supposed to have something, a property, something from a will and testament. And it's direct, it's yours. I have a feeling though that it's not, if this is a home, it's not going to be a home either in the country that you're in, or it's not going to be near you. Daughter spirit. And then pleasure upside down. And then Gemini. This person has been spreading lies or rumours or something about you, or this person who rightfully is the rightful owner of this property, of this inheritance. It's an inheritance of some sort, isn't it? So you've got daughter spirit here and you've got pleasure. I heard she's a witch. Someone here is, I don't know, this person is casting SEX magic themselves and then saying that you are, but there's definitely a point to you or whoever it is that is the rightful owner of this inheritance being someone who is very devoid of the divine, who's very, very, I had carnal urges. Why did I say it like that? It sounded like a preacher or a pastor, a carnal urges. And you've got Gemini underneath here. Information to explain communications about resulting from the fluctuations of and shine. Someone was trying to paint you in a certain way. Now with Sekhmet coming out, and she's got her boobs out and her belly and a bit of her legs and stuff, and she's got a beautiful figure. Someone, this Tauran energy, or this person who is hoarding and greedy and taking things that isn't, I had conniving, taking what isn't theirs, has been painting you as someone There is some sort of, sex magic or pleasure magic that has been used to try and take your third eye out of focus. They want you tied up in other things so that you're not looking at what's happening here. Why have I got Daughter Spirit next to the World in reverse? This is not like a witch's coven, is it? I heard that animosity is real. You've got Gemini. I want more though. I want to keep Gemini out. You need to put it up there, don't you? Tell me about this property. And you've got Uranus. Stir up the situation by using. Be open to new ideas about. Invent a way to. And then shine. This person's stressed out. I feel like this person is really stressed out. I heard by their legal team is stressing them out. Their legal team is stressing them out. Look, you've got summer and you've got the sun. There was something they want to keep hidden. There was something they were hoping would grow in their favour or something. They wanted to slow this down completely. There is something that is going to be told to them by their legal team. And it's going to be really, really shocking to them. Or they're going to be told that they need to invent something else. They have to do something else. Or they may have been told the way that you can slow this down, the way that you get people on your side, because there's something going on with like defamation of character. That's what I'm getting. There may have been specific requirements within a will and testament, for example, that you don't take substances, that you are, I don't know if the person who wrote the will and testament, this could be a grandparent or a parent or something like that, was very, I heard righteous. Righteous, could be religious, but just very strong moral code. Like it could be no sex before marriage. It could be not taking substance. I can't speak. My words. Not taking substances. Someone here has got a stutter, or someone is stressed out or worried to the point that they're stuttering. Because I'm seeing someone pointing and stuttering, and this person, this taurine person or person that's very greedy, is angry. They're sat down though. There's something about them not being able to stand up and without assistance. That will be for some. And someone is stuttering. Invent a way to. Be open to new ideas about. Stir up the situation using. They've tried all different ways to, and it's character assassination. Do something to either yours or whoever it is that is the rightful heir of this throne, of this home, of whatever it may be. They had to paint them in a certain way. I had to get people on board. Financial constraints in reverse in Scorpio. Someone here, I'm telling you, somebody's using sex magic. It was to bind the third eye, to bind someone from being resistant to change, to make sure that somebody here did not go through that garden, the gate, that they just stood at the gate going, I'm too frightened for the new. I'm too frightened for the new. Now, financial constraints and then purification to resurrect the secrets of, resulting from the power of. Now, Scorpio is all to do with intimacy. It is your shadow. It is the 8th house that looks into the occult also. It's the things that you don't see, the things that we repress also. There's a very spicy energy that comes from Scorpios as well. You know who you are, spicy Scorpios. And there's a snake in the middle of 2 scorpions. I feel like this person, whoever this legal team is, they really advised this. I keep going to want to say a family member. There's a family member that has held back some sort of inheritance from someone here. They were advised to do something. It was supposed to, but they didn't expect. What didn't they expect? Because financial constraints is upside down, right? This is not just, I don't feel like this is just like real estate. I feel like they're making money from something. They may have, why am I hearing stocks and shares? Someone here, this taurine energy, has taken money. Either that they've sold a home that was supposed to be yours, or whoever it is that's the rightful owner, and then used that money and put it in stocks and shares. or there was extra. There was like there was home, and then there was money as well, and it was supposed to be bequeathed to someone here, and it never was. And they're either living in that home or renting that home out and then keeping the money from the rent. But a lot of money is owed. That's why a lot of money is owed as well. Tell me about this financial. Tell me about Scorpio, please. Tell me about Scorpio. Okay, tell me about it. Second chakra, Archangel Ariel. So that is to do with your sacral chakra. I knew that there was some sort of like womb healing or seed healing that was needed, that needs cleansing or needs healing. You've got daughter value upside down. And you've also got miracles. And that's upside down. There was, or there still is, there were a lot of people, and I remember doing a reading and it was about praying, I'll pray for you, but it was done in such a vindictive way of let's all pray for this person so that they change. And the person who's at the head of this, who's probably this Taurine energy, was actually setting that intention of blocking certain things for you, for the person you're thinking of, for whoever it is that is the rightful heir to the throne, to the home, to the estate, to whatever that may be. I'm sorry for all the noise in the background. I know it does annoy some people. It goes on for way too long. But there was there's something here as well about this person not liking that you are comfortable in either your sexuality, and that's you or the person you're thinking of, or they're not comfortable with people who show acts of like PDA, like public displays of affection, of people respecting their own bodies, in knowing what they like, what they don't like, in a reference to pleasure. I feel like whoever this person is, whoever is this, I'm getting like a matriarch of some sort. They grew up with a very weird relationship to themselves and body and pleasure. But this person is then using this to try and block you. They're trying to block your sacral chakra. They may have tried to create trauma within you. They may have created trauma. They may have sent people towards you to create trauma in your sacral chakra. Be that SA, DV, domestic violence, be that just creative blocks. But there's definitely something to do with childhood wounds and how you connect to feeling worthy, and how you connected to or disconnected from source. Like, for example, when I was a kid, I decided that I wanted to go to church, and I got christened at the age of 13, and then at 16 I left and constantly searched for something, but there was an urge to go, to connect, and then it was disconnected. And I feel like this has happened to someone here, but it's more than just that. Tell me about Scorpio. So there is something that I had put a stop to it. There's something about putting a stop to someone, putting a stop to deception, because the thinking man, I don't know what the description is in the actual book, because I lost the book a long time ago, but the thinking man to me has always been about deception. It is the Seven of Swords, because this guy with his big feathery hat, makes a big old entrance. Everyone's looking at him. Everyone's looking at the shiny thing that he's got in his hand. Beautiful crystal. Wow, wow, wow. Where's his other hand? What is he doing with it? And what's he holding in it? Or what's he taking? What's he signaling? This person is like the distraction. This person is a distraction, but he also gives me kind of like low vibrational entity energy, almost like Lucifer or Satan or the devil or whoever you want to call. Okay, and I know they all are slightly different depending on who you ask, but they all hold the same type of energy, because Lucifer is seen as the light bringer, right? But he fell from grace for a reason, and then he made his own little, what he saw as heaven, which actually was awful and low vibrational. And so, if this is the energy that I'm getting, okay, now I don't know if this person in your family is actually like worshipping low vibrational entities, or if this person is, they've gone to someone. They may have gone to someone and been like, I'll pay this if you block this person. But this can be this person's demons. This can be what they expect you to fall for. There's something about illusions, but this person is very greedy. It's reminding me, for some reason, it's giving me that energy of like the film Seven with Brad Pitt in it. You know, the different sins. I can remember what greed was. I don't know if you've ever seen the film, but that's stuck in my brain. Greed, there's like this serial killer going around and picking off certain people depending on which sin they are overly using. And the one for greed or gluttony was an obese man who's severely unhealthy, severely needed support. And he's so large, and he was made to eat and eat and eat and eat until his stomach ruptured. Oh my gosh, that stayed with me. That will stay with me to my grave, and I can't get that image out of my head. And I feel like this person is gluttonous when it comes to keeping things to themselves. I heard body dysmorphia. They may have body dysmorphia. But yin and yang, for me, this is about balance. It's about finding balance. But this card, for me personally, has always been about action or taking rest or respite. And it's this way. So there is something that you are being guided to do when it comes to how you view your own daughter value, how you view money, how you view the things that you're manifesting. And I feel like that's the reason why I was talking about manifestation. Someone here has done a vision board, or someone here has a mantra, I will get this back. But there's something, I was also pre-channeling, if you have, let's say, for example, a list of the attributes you want your dream home to look like, it could be that it's peaceful over here and it's warm over there, or blah, blah, blah. There's something about embodying the feelings and sensations of what it is that you feel that you will have once you're in that home or in that estate or have that money. Embodying that. Because the most, if you're looking for your dream job, we all know that actionable steps are to start studying in that area, going and getting experience in that area, and so on and so forth. But when it comes to something that you know that one is rightfully yours, two will change your life forever, it then becomes a little bit more challenging in how you manifest that in actionable steps. But what I got through was the actionable steps is imagining that you already have that. What would your life be like? What would it feel like in there? Would you have certain scents in different rooms? How would that make you actually feel? How would you dress? How would you act? And I keep hearing enabling that into your life, or putting that into your life. I keep hearing also that someone needs to look in their 8th house, or where Scorpio rules. And also there is something about shame when it comes to sex, or shame when it comes to intimacy. And if anyone has that, that's not me shaming you. That's not me calling you out in any way, shape or form, because we all have our own wounds and we are all brought up differently. And, our parents, our caregivers, inadvertently and sometimes advertently, they pass down some of their trauma, some of their biases, some of their, codes that aren't the best for us. And you have Archangel Michael going past. So you are protected in navigating those and having a look at that, okay? Because if there is at any point shame when it comes to I don't know why I need to say it, orgasms, or when it comes to sex, or when it comes to intimacy, or when it comes to your self-intimacy, there's a need to explore this in I don't know why I want to say a safe way for someone here with the Wounded Healer Sekhmet, because this Sekhmet is about alchemy. She is the Temperance card. It's about balance. It's pouring from one cup to another. Someone here needs to look at their sacral chakra. It could be yoni massage. It could be yoni healing, something along those lines. Because underneath here, you've got Sage of Higher Knowledge. And then you've got 3rd house. And it says your ideas, short-term thinking and trips, who or what is around you. And you've got Harvest in reverse. Healing there's definitely been energy harvesting. This is not just to do with a home, this is energy harvesting. Something's been done to block you or to stop you from going forward. The more that you heal, the quicker it's bringing something in for you in regards to this property or to this inheritance. Tell me about this legal team. And that didn't want to gel. Something did not want to gel. The legal team, they're here diplomatically, relationships, get a fair deal. Your ideas, short-term thinking and trips, who or what is around you. There has been a conversation, or there's going to be a conversation with this family member, and I heard all who are involved, because Gemini's come out twice now, third house, and Gemini have come out, and then seventh house. This legal team, there is a conversation stating you're not going to be able to keep all of this. You have to think of a different way. You have to think of something else that you can do. Get a fair deal. The only way that you'll be able to keep maybe ABC is if you do this, this, and this, but only if they sign this, or only if they do this. Someone feels like they've been left out to dry, or they've been left out on their own. They're the one putting their neck out now. Because I keep hearing they signed everything in their name. In their name. It's going to go back on them. In their name. Healer of all ages. I feel like, no, somebody didn't realise that who you were. Or who this person was. Because again, you've got third house and healer of all ages. Have a look at what's in your third house. It may actually denote what's in your Chiron. Because your Chiron is about healing. It's about how you heal. The modality that you use to heal. It's about balance as well. Charity, how you help others. Someone here has the potential to become an ascendant master. I heard solar plexus ignite. Whoever this family member is that has gone to someone to pay this or pay them to do whatever to slow down this process did not realise who you were and doesn't like being told who you are. Because this person is gluttonous. This person is very greedy. They want... There's this need or want to be an alpha female or to be a sigma female. And I learned that, and I am that actually. But there's a difference between being an alpha male and being a bully. Or an alpha. Why did I say alpha male? 12th house. Feeling safe. Community. Interesting. So your faith... I'm sorry, this road gets so unnecessarily noisy. Your faith has come out in this quite a lot, and there seems to have been a major focus for this family member or family members, because it said all parties involved, to dampen the shine and focus that you have on your faith. Be that your faith in yourself, be that your faith in, the divine, your faith in whatever that may be, that is, seen as a higher power or something that helps to elevate you in your growth, in your, in your spiritual evolvement and evolution. Because faith has come out here, and it says 12th house, your faith, hidden tendencies, large institutions or overwhelming events, and then feeling safe is underneath with the 4, and then community. As this progresses, and I went, because there's overlapping understandings, or there's overlapping events, and I don't know how to explain it properly. This person is not just about this house and this property. This family member is aware of either your life purpose, or they're aware that you are made for greater things, but they didn't want to hear it at the time. You gaining back this inheritance, and I mean the physical inheritance, not just the spiritual one, the physical, it opens the door for you meeting your soul family, your tribe, the people that you should be working with in business, the people that you should be friends with in life, the right husband or wife, or he, she, they for you. It opens all of this in a portal of safety, okay? It opens up a connection to your soul family, to the right tribe, to that community, okay? And then you've got balance, spirituality with practicality. This isn't even yin and yang. This is, again, look, we started with the 12th house here, and then you have Pisces here. Things come in full circle. And I don't feel like you've got very long to wait before you start getting news on inheritance. Excuse me, birth for confirmation, hey? Pardon me. Before you get... And I feel like you are... If this resonates, if this reading is resonating for you and it's giving you confirmation, it's not telling you something new, because my readings are for confirmation of what you already know. if this is giving you confirmation, you're like, yep, ding, 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 this is me. You aren't going to have to wait much longer before there's going to be a certain chain of events that lead up to you getting this property or getting this inheritance. And I don't feel like in the next 48 hours, you're going to be given this. I do feel in a short amount of time, you are going to start seeing changes when it comes to your abundance or how things are lining up for you synchronistically. The new year is very important. November and December are very important. The holiday period is very important. But the new year is when there's going to be significant change. And I did a reading a long time ago talking about the 5th of January. And that's just come to me, the 5th of January. Time is running out for this family member and all the other people that have been working with them. Cousins, I had cousins have been working with them. Okay, the 12th house and Pisces both denote endings. Why so noisy? Endings, hidden enemies, frenemies, people coming to light, you being shown what's going on here, spirituality. Because what comes in the first house is new beginnings. It's all coming to an end. It's all coming to a close. You've got Page of Michael, truthful, perceptive, analytical, blunt, an exciting new challenge. You have what it takes to succeed. Review contracts and documents very thoroughly. Now, this is what I mean. There's a push towards creating procrastination, fear of jumping and being caught, of wanting something new or different, trying to push you back into your south node, whether that is through illness, through exhaustion, through overworking you, through distractions, lots and lots and lots and lots of distractions. But the fact that you have these two coming out, you're being told, balance spirituality with practicality, and that comes back full circle to your dreams need a practical plan. What is it that you want? What do you see? Where do you see yourself in a year's time? In all areas of your life. Write down, if this actually resonates for you, section into different portions on a piece of paper or a notepad or on your computer or whatever. Social life, love life, work life, spiritual life. What is it that you want to see in a year's time? What do you want to see in 6 months' time? Actually go into detail of what you feel you will have. It's not what I wish I have, what you embody, what you want your future timeline to look like, and do it in detail. Doing it in detail means that when you are manifesting or when you're pulling these things in, one, you have actionable steps because you know what you're working towards, and two, you've given the universe, you've given them your manual. This is what I'd like more. So when I'm calling in abundance, you know exactly what type of abundance I want to come in. And then look, your hard work is paying off and it's upside down. I want to know why that's upside down. I'm going to put it this way, 1 second. So we had feeling safe. We had this one here, this one, then this one. And we had your hard work is paying off. This is to do with, so this is healing. This goes back up to Wounded Healer and Sekhmet and All Tied Up. Someone here needs to look at their sacral chakra. I had a memory of pain or a memory from the past. Show the world the real you. Keep showing your real self. Someone's masking themselves a bit, and I think we all mask a little bit. But show your real self. I must say, actually, as we say that, if you've been emailing me and I haven't answered, especially if you are asking for transmissions, clearing transmissions, or you've just been emailing me and I haven't got back, send me prompts, okay? I'm learning more about my own self. I'm being referred at the moment for an audio processing disorder and for apraxia, slight apraxia. And I'm already a highly sensitive person, and I don't mean that emotionally, I mean sensory. I've always been like that. So sometimes it takes me longer to do techie kind of things. So if you're emailing me and going, why haven't I messaged you back? It's sometimes because I get so many emails, it becomes overwhelming and I just close it and go, I'm not looking at that right now. So there's the real me. Email me, prompt me, be like, hello, I will not take any offense whatsoever. I actually need that. It's like the little kick up my bum that I need. But Aquarius, show the real you. your community, the community that you need is going to come in for you. And I feel like the tribe that's coming in for a lot of us are not just around the corner. They're not just down the block. They're in different parts of the world, and you're going to be connecting with them. And I think that this is very special. Something that I'm coming to understand is that many people who see themselves as light workers or use that label, the reason, and this is my understanding, it's not fact, but the reason why we're so far away from each other is because if we are to inspire other people to light up, if we're all in one place, how are we going to reach the rest? We have to be in different places so that we can help other people to inspire to light themselves up, to keep doing that, so that we can do that for the whole globe, for the whole collective consciousness. Anything else about housing? Tell me about this house. Strategy. Wow. Okay, so this is coming full circle again. So whoever this family member is, this matriarch, they have run out of plans. They don't know what to do. They literally don't know what to do. Confidence is your key to success, and it's in reverse. And the truth, this is the truth. This person is bricking it. I feel like this person is now like a sitting duck. And I heard ill health. This person's got ill health from what they've done. Because this is not just what they've done in this realm. I heard atrocities. They did something magically against your spiritual will. Joy. This is to do, what is it? It keeps coming up in a lot of my readings, right? And I keep telling my guides that I don't really want to read into it because it's so low vibrational. Adrenochrome. There's something here about, and I don't feel like you have a family member that's been doing that, but I do feel like they have been siphoning your joy. They've been siphoning. There's something about pouring fear into you. Pouring fear into you, or trying to attach to the wounded part of your inner child that may have been caused by family, or when you were young and your family were around. And this is a memory that may have been wiped that you're being asked to look into. Yeah, look, tell me. The sun is all about children as well. It's about growth, and it was done in the dark. Wow. And then underneath that, you've got Aries, your willpower, what you think you know about, do it your own way, and then 8th house. And the 8th house says, as a life or death issue, getting and using power, using other people's resources. And we have 8th house come out already with Scorpio. So there was something that was done when you were young that affected your life thereon. And it could have been when you were 8 years old. It could have been younger, but something was wiped from your memory, and it was done with witchcraft. It was done with spell work. It was done because I have a feeling like this family member may have had their eye on property or estate or something from when they were young. They've wanted that. They knew that somebody had that, and they wanted that. You may have been the apple of your parents' eye or your grandparents' eye, or whoever this was, and this person knew that you were going to get this, and they were like, nah, it's not happening. We're going to change this. We're going to change this. Yeah, we're going to change this. We're going to take everything. Listen, from when you were a child, this literally says the child I was meant to be. The child you were meant to be. So they definitely did something in childhood. They stole, and they're wearing yellow. That's solar plexus. They stole something from your solar plexus. Bring love into the situation and daughter romance. What did they do? And then you've got magician and the mirror. This was to do with love. Someone put a curse on you, or somebody put some sort of like, you are fated to never be happy. You are fated to never have this love, or you're fated never to be understood, or you're fated to, especially with bring love into the situation with new moon in Aquarius, and then daughter romance. And then underneath that, you've got magician in the mirror upside down. The magician is all about having the resources that you want. The mirror can be seen as a portal into another world, into a new timeline. Or it literally could be the mirror is looking at yourself in self-reflection, and it was put upside down for you to always be blocked from true love. Why is this? This is some Disney wicked witch. What is going on here? That is crazy. Wow. All for what? For a house, for a bit of money. Yeah, they wanted to keep themselves hidden. They wanted this new start hidden from you. And it says new moon on here. This person does moon magic. Or I feel like you have a family member that I heard they boast more than they know. So this person may have been told some tips and tricks on how to do this spell or that spell, but they're not very, very good at it. But they get someone else to do it. Libra, relationships, the beauty of, do it with partners, and and fearless love. Wow. I'm going to keep this short because I don't know what my videos keep cutting out halfway through. But they did something to cage your heart, or they did something. It was your solar plexus and your heart, your love of joy. I feel like you guys as children had beautiful smiles. I'm seeing like this little kid smiling. Happiness, just happiness. Happiness. Mask is on though. Why did I get a mask? And what's underneath their etheric cords? Wow. I'm telling you that you're about to be shown exactly who it is, but I don't feel like it's just you that's going to be shown. This person may be going to prison, whoever this matriarch is, and this is why they're so scared. A cord is being removed, something that was tying them and keeping them hidden in plain sight. And you've got inspire others with, be prepared to sacrifice for, yielding is the only way. You sacrificed a lot in your life. You've sacrificed a lot because of these people, literally because of these people. 7th chakra, Archangel Oriel, you're about to get some vivid downloads. Just be patient. Just be patient. It's coming. Anything else we need to know before I go? Anything else we need to know before I go? What do you need to release? It's upside down. And then 4th house. As you did in the past, your home base or your family, what makes you feel secure? And we had feeling safe down here as well. And you've got Capricorn as well. There may be the need to let go of something. You may have already done so and this person feels it. I feel like this person, there's a family member here who's been trying to get into your dream state quite a lot. But they're being you're being protected by some big cat energy. I heard a baboon. I don't know if someone's got a spirit totem as a baboon of some sort. And Murray. Someone called Murray is protecting someone here in dream state. And I say that. Neptune is all about your dream state as well. Inspire others to, be prepared to sacrifice for, yielding is the only way to. Someone needs to let go of a family member, or someone needs to let go of the idea of this person changing, because they won't. They literally won't, unfortunately. You need to send them off with love and just let go of this person altogether, because I heard that they're taking up space rent-free in someone's heart and someone's head. And look, either chords. Someone's already been let go of. And they feel this. They literally feel this. Everyone's walking away though. Everyone's walking away. Broken heart. You healed. You healed something. Genius to experiment with, the discoveries of, resulting from the eccentricities of. Someone is being told to really embrace the weirdness and wonderfulness of you. Really embrace it. And then you've got man holding the heart, and today for tomorrow. This is when, do you know what? I feel like there's definitely someone coming in that either has a lot of love for you, or somebody that has a very big heart who is kind of connected to this home, this real estate. This literally could be the lawyer that's going to help you out. Someone's going to mentor you in something. As a full-time job, serving, do it a little at a time, a 6th house. And you've also got Archangel Chamiel in reverse to Angel of Love. This is all to do with your solar plexus, inner child. We've all had to do with the inner child coming out, and your family. These are the places that you're being told to pour some love in. And someone here needs to change their diet because they're not eating enough vegetable or green stuff. Secrets revealed is upside down. They're holding on to something big. It can put them in prison. It will put them in prison. Naked before the stars. And the answers you need are coming. I'm telling you, this person's going to be laid out bare. And with this angel of love coming through, you're being told to really sit in your heart space, aligned in your heart space. Because when this stuff comes to you, it's going to floor you. It literally is going to floor you. I don't know how it wouldn't for anyone. Answers you need are coming, you guys. And I just had another one bites the dust. Wow. Self-confidence to create, taking a chance on, resulting from the impressiveness of, and then you have etheric cords. So someone's either removed this or you need to, because this is coming up with family again. Yeah, and I've put it over all tied up. Someone has a binding spell over them that is going to be released, is about to be released, or needs to be released. Work for your fears, Scorpio. Have a look at where Scorpio is in your birth chart or what's in your 8th house, okay? Because this is what they're playing on. Black flower fragrance. But it's not working. So this actually has been released. It's not working. It's literally not working because that's in reverse. Temple of my body. This is all to do with praising your body, loving your body, feeling sexy in your skin, knowing your worth, really praising yourself, okay? Because I was watching a video also, it was talking about how you make new neural pathways. Keep affirming to yourself the things that you don't believe about yourself until you do. It's not about faking it till you making it. It's changing that perception in your brain. So if you don't like your curves, name all the things about your body that are beautiful, but also name those parts. If you don't like your hips, tell yourself how beautiful your hips are, okay? Angel of Love's coming out. This is what needs to be worked on. Yes, speak up, love on yourself. Wow. Wow, divine lineage, because you're divine. I'm going to leave it there. I really hope that gave you some confirmation and clarity on what you're already intuitively new. If you're new to my channel and you liked what you heard and you'd like to see more, I'd love for you to hit on the like, the subscribe and the notification bell so you can see more of my content. And if you are a returning subscriber, love you guys. Love you a long time. See you later.